Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome back to another Squarespace Rapid Fire Critique, where I take one of your websites and give them a critiquey McCritiquer. Now, if you don't have your own website, I highly suggest you check out Squarespace because it's what I use for JaredPolin.com. It's an easy way to build your portfolio simply, effectively, and affordably. So go to squarespace.com/fro right now to get a 14-day free trial, no obligation needed. If you decide that it's for you, use the code FRO at checkout to save 10% off your first month or your first year. So here we go. We've got Every Atom Photography from Sarah and Jordan, who look to be in Cincinnati, Ohio, as we can see up here, and that is their phone number. Now, I noticed that their website is built using Squarespace because down here, there's a bug in the corner. I would suggest turning that bug off because we're here to promote you. I'm here to promote Squarespace, but on your own website, you can probably turn that off because you really don't need it to be there. So it looks like we come into a welcome page because we see a wedding photo and it says welcome. Then it says contact us for videography of your special day. And then it gives some quotes, contact us with inquiries and pricings about our family, and then a scrolly thing down at the bottom where the photos are. For me, if you're going to welcome people into your website, welcome them with your photos because first and foremost, you're photographers that capture weddings. The first thing that I see you promoting here are videos, your wedding video services, when I think you should be focusing on the photo aspect of it based off of what I'm seeing from the page right now. I think you need to have photos up here at the top. Welcome is fine, but it's just one image. Why don't we just say welcome and then show a portfolio? That's what I would like to see on here. Now, the first thing that we see up top is weddings, and holy jumping and Jiminy crickets, look at all of the different weddings that we have right here. Kennedy and Chris. Oh, hi, Kennedy and Chris. Oh, it's so lovely. Great. Look at this tree coming out of the top of his. You got to get rid of that, in my opinion. So we've got Kennedy and Chris. We got Emily and Adam. And if you're going to start... Wait, oh, Kennedy must be a girl. So they are doing that. Angela and Jacob. Yeah, I was going to say, please. Oh, but there it goes, Jake and Liz. See, you kind of want to put the woman first. You put the woman's name, then you put the man's name. That just seems how they do it at weddings. So I'd suggest doing that. But here's my issue with this. I don't see anything here that says portfolio. I love seeing a breakdown of multiple weddings. That shows that you are, and I know I just said something, but I love seeing the breakdown of multiple weddings because it shows that you've done multiple jobs, a lot of them, and it shows you cross-sections from those weddings. I like seeing that, but what I'm not seeing under weddings, I'm not seeing portfolio. I want to see your best of the best work with honors, sir, thrown right there so somebody who wants to come and see the best 30 pictures quickly from a wedding story can do that. I wouldn't get rid of this, all these images from the weddings. What I would do is have a separate section of blogs where you can have Chris and Jacob's wedding. Two guys, whatever. Chris and Jacob, or Chris is a girl, whichever way you want it. You can have the different weddings right there in the blog. So you can talk about the wedding day, you can share a testimonial from there, and then you can share the images. So you could also have quick links for people to get to each one of those sections, but I like to see blogs kept up to date because then people can be like, all right, I want to see the most recent ones that you've done. And if they want to go further back, they can then go further back. So my recommendation is let's see a portfolio up front, and the same thing applies to everybody out there. I want to see something. I want to see a portfolio of images, especially if you're going to be doing these weddings. But I love all of these different options for me to look at portfolios. Oh, he's out of focus and she's in. That's because she was meant to be. So this is very nice. See, this is what I love seeing. I love seeing a cross-section of this, but show me the best stuff in a portfolio. Next, you move on to engagements. Great. Engagements. Obviously, with weddings, there's going to be engagements. Same thing applies here. Put this stuff into a blog. Let me see the best of engagements. Let me see the best of weddings, and then move on from there. Ooh, boudoir. Right next to engagements, family, kids, and seniors. Just where boudoir needs to be. Ooh, boudoir sessions. Ooh, let's zoom in and see what this says. Our boudoir sessions are personalized for each individual woman. What if a man wants, what if I want a boudoir photo shoot right now of me? Are you going to discriminate? Who knows? Individual women, we like to take time to talk about what it is that you want from your photos. If it's fun and playful or sexy and stylish, it's totally up to you. We can work at your home or a location of your choice, hotel room, and we offer sessions at our studio of choice. Well, our studio of choice in Lebanon, Ohio. See, I wouldn't say our studio of choice. When you say our studio of choice, it sounds like it's actually not your studio. Why don't you just call it your studio, like at our studio? So you rent a place at a studio. It doesn't matter. I don't look down upon the fact that you rent a studio. You're better off renting a studio when you need it than having it for times that you don't need it and it's not worth it. So you don't need to say a studio of our choice. Just say our studio and then move on from there. We pride ourselves on offering some of the best boudoir photography in the Cincinnati and Dayton area. I don't know if that's a big deal because it's Cincinnati and Dayton. Our boudoir sessions are private because we greatly respect our clients. We never show clients boudoir photos without permission, and we choose not to show much at all on our site. If you're interested in seeing some of our work, please contact us. Making you feel safe, comfortable, and free to be yourself is our goal. Well, I want to be free to be myself. I should probably skip ahead to about our family. Well, actually, we know it's Sarah and Jordan, so we know that there's two people. With the boudoir stuff, this is an interesting thing. I have no problem with boudoir photos. I think that you have a leg up here, no pun intended, as a couple, because you can make the woman feel more comfortable if you are both there. Recommendations are, if you're just a guy, maybe boudoir is going to be a little more difficult unless you've built up this trust with the community, showing a lot of work, having lots of testimonials, because guys with cameras you need to be scared of. There's a lot of GWCs out there who just want to take pictures of naked girls or boudoir type girls, and they suck. So obviously, you got to be more protective when you're a male in this situation, in my opinion, especially today. You have to play it safe. You want to make sure that they bring a friend, or you have an assistant there that's a female, just somebody else there in the room. It's bad when it's one-on-one at this point. You just have to be really careful and protective because you don't want any allegations on any side of the coin, so you have to be careful. In this case, having both of them, well, that's a good thing. They're both there. That will make somebody feel more secure, especially that they're a couple. So we should move on here to about our family. Now, let's see. We've got, hello, we are Jordan and Sarah Epperson. We are photographers from Lebanon, Ohio. Together we do family senior events, babies, and concert photography. But our favorite and specialty is wedding photography. See, right off the rip, lead with your favorite and your specialty is wedding photography. You're saying it right here that your focus is wedding photography. But on your site, you also have a focus of boudoir, families, seniors, which I still don't understand senior portraits, maybe because I didn't get senior portraits. But if your focus is going to be wedding photography, then make that the focus of your website. Okay, moving on. What else does it say here? Why does it say concert photography? Yeah, see, that's just, you're saying all these things that aren't what you do. We have been together for 13 years. That's nice. Believe us, we know that sound crazy, especially because we're 12. We fell in love when we were 14 years old and have been so fortunate to make a life together and now have our 5-year-old daughter, Shiloh River Lynn Epperson. That's lots of names. She is the sweetest thing in the entire universe. I don't care. To be honest with you, the love that we have in our little family serves as inspiration for us to get out and capture the love of others. We are available for destination weddings and events as well. You can message us anytime with questions about anything. I got questions. We would love to hear from you. Not that I don't care about your family or your daughter with 4 names, but your focus is wedding photography. And I get it. You met when you were 14. You're in love. That's great. That shows people that, hey, it can work. It's like a marketing thing. You've been together this long, and it would make the couple that's going to get married feel better because most of them fail anyway. That's my opinion on weddings. That's why I don't shoot weddings. But anyway, that's me projecting my thoughts about weddings on you. But I would stick to, yes, we've been going together since we were 14. We have a beautiful daughter, but you don't need to go into her name. You don't need to go into all of that superfluous stuff. Get to the point. This is what we do. This is what we love to do. This is what we're best at. Stick to the wedding stuff and then move on from there. All right, Kitty, don't. All right, Kitty, stay right there. We got Jordan. I am Jordan Epperson. Sarah and I met in junior high and immediately shared a love. Okay, great. Sarah, great. I like the personal touch. I like the personal feel. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Seniors. We go into seniors. Hey, raise your hand. Hey, Kitty, you just knocked over Mr. You just knocked over Bob Ross. You're going to fall off the desk. You knocked over Mr. Rogers, and you knocked over He-Man, and he's upset. Okay. Anyway, I don't like this photo because it's like, hey, check out my armpits. I have no arms. I'm like Prince, what's that guy's name who just got? Prince Harry. I have no hands. Where did my hands go? Bad photo. Good photo in terms of stuff, but bad photo in terms of composition. You cut her hands off. Don't cut her hands off. Then we scroll down. You're on the train tracks. Get off the freaking train tracks. There's no reason, again, I don't care if they're closed train tracks at all anymore. Don't go on train tracks at all for taking photos. Kitty lost his eye on a train track in a train accident. Right, Kitty? He's very sorry he went onto the train tracks. Or He-Man took his eye out when he got knocked over. Here, you can sit right here. Okay, so scrolling down, I want to talk about some of these photos. I don't normally do oh, get off the train tracks. Please get off the train tracks. It's not cool that you have a guitar slung over your back and then you're walking down the damn train tracks. So can I say something about this photo? I want to say something about this. I know what's going on here. The photographer is using the center point focus to do this, and they're not recomposing. And they're probably using a DSLR that's a Nikon or a Canon with the focusing points in the middle. I know this because when I had an F5 back in the day, a lot of my photos left this much headroom because the focusing point was right in the middle, and I couldn't really get to the other ones. You need to cut down on the amount of headroom there. I know I went into a little bit of a critique side there, but same thing happens here. You're focusing on the middle, you're leaving all this dead headroom up top, but I do like this photo right here in the middle using the focusing point. What else do we have? We got kids, family. I didn't even click on family. All right, yay, family, woo, woo, woo. We got 8 million photos. Cut this down to a couple less, like 20. Show the best of the best of the best of the families and then move on. Reviews. I like reviews. I like to see that you've got testimonials. I'd like to see dates on the testimonials because I want to know that they're relevant and they're new. Honestly, you don't need dates on there. That's just for me. I want to see that. Contact, okay. Contact us for any reason. Okay. So this is fine. This is pretty good. I would like to see a blog. Let me turn here and wrap this up. Like I said earlier, I think a portfolio is really important here. I think the best of your wedding work needs to be something that grabs people. On the welcome page, hit them with your portfolio, hit them with the hind. Anyway, don't give them the ask us about our video services because you're not doing video. I mean, you may be doing video, but you're talking about doing photography first. So focus in on the best of the best work there. Then I would have a link that's separate that goes to all of the other weddings that you've shot. I love seeing the weddings that you've shot because that shows that you've done a lot of work. It also shows some great work in there, and it gives you a chance to talk about it. That's why I'd move that into a blog, because it shows the date, and it shows a bunch of images, and you can put a testimonial there, and you can also put a little bit about that wedding from your eyes right there. So I think a blog is much needed on your site as long as you keep up with it. I would get the portfolios, I'd move the family shoots, I would move the engagements and the other ones into something like the blog. Boudoir, you can leave that there. I don't think that's a problem having that next to seniors and families, but it's something that you offer. Maybe it's something you put into a blog, or you kind of put in extra services and have people find it. Because if that's not the major focus of your business, which it's probably not, because I can't see that many people getting boudoir images done, because a lot of people are self-conscious about their bodies, then I would put that somewhere else and focus in on the wedding stuff. And then after the wedding, Then you can contact these people that you photographed and be like, you know what? Would you be interested in boudoir photos for Valentine's Day or for your husband or whatever you would like it to be? That would be the better way of doing that, like 6 months after they're married or a year. You do a follow-up and say, oh, by the way, this is something that we do. This would be really fun, a great gift for the 1-year anniversary. Just a little bit of marketing in there. Actually, I was looking for some social plugs. I just realized I don't see any social buttons at all. I guess we can't follow you on social media. Huh. I would like to see an Instagram. You need to be doing that as a photographer. Don't care much about Twitter. Facebook, kind of dead, but you could put it there anyway. I'm not seeing it. I want to see that. Put that on the page. Squarespace lets you link right to it. Super easy. It puts the button in there and it puts the link and you're good to go. So guys, if you'd like to submit your website for a rapid fire critique, you can go ahead and do that. It's bit.ly/FroCritiques. And if you haven't built your own website because you're afraid and you say you know nothing about HTML, go to squarespace.com/Fro and get your 14-day free trial to try it out for yourself. I built jaredpolin.com on there the first time in like 30 minutes. It worked. It had about 4 different galleries. It was really simple to do, and I know nothing about HTML, Jon Snow. So go check it out. If you decide that it's for you, use the code FRO at checkout to save 10%. Thank you guys very much for watching. To check out another Squarespace Rapid Fire Critique, go ahead and click on the cat over here, and that's where we're going to leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.